Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's doing all right today. It's been a while since I've had a reseller rewind. Used to do these pretty regularly. And there's my buddy Clay, Clay's Closet, joining me. These typically were a way to wrap up the workday and chat a little reselling and other random topics. And figure it might not be a bad idea to bring that back out. I was talking to Clay about this earlier. Workday. I know for me, because I'm working from home, and I am in tech and sports and daily refinement, Chris's group, and I host a book. And I host a group and do a couple other things. So I do have some interactions with people, but kind of gets lonely just working up in your garage all day. Hey Val's supposed to be on. Val and Milk, haven't talked to her in a while. She used to join our lives a lot. Affluent Ray, what is going on? He's a member of the Tech and Sports crew, the group, the what else would you call him? The cult almost.
Just watch out if they're making Kool-Aid ever in the background, like in a big vat. Then and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna mail you a special drink, guys."
And I did get my well, these are tomorrow's drafts. I got 11 scheduled for tomorrow. I got my 28 listed today. So I did hit my daily listing goal, which I did not hit all last week with Thanksgiving week. I had family in town, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I did not list. And that is one of the little topics I want to talk about, because the what's the word I'm looking for? The belief is that you need to list daily, and I do agree with that, but I don't think, like, if you stop listing that your traffic dies right away. As a matter of fact, let me share with you guys, for those, my traffic, and we could talk about that for a second. All right, let me see if I can remember how to do this. Share screen. Okay, share. Nope. Take two. Share screen.
I'll be right back. I gotta check the cat.
All right, you go check your cat.
Where you at, man?
You okay, bud?
And it looks like my screen froze. I don't. All right, so seems like my screen froze. Oh, here we go. See, Ray's working on his listings. That's a good man. Get those listings up. All right, so here's my traffic tab. As you can see, I've been listing about 28 a day. Well, the plan is, because I'm listing mostly clothing now, or almost all clothing. Each week I hit my goal to go up one more. So if I hit 28 a week all this week, then next week it'll be 29 a week. And so my impressions is around 400,000 per day, pretty close around there. And you can see, where is it? Yeah, my click-through rate is 0.2. My conversion rate is 1.9. Up through last Tuesday, I had been listing 28 a day, and you can see, like, on Monday, I had 360,000 impressions. Tuesday, 354K. Wednesday, family came into town, and so I decided not to list. So I didn't list Wednesday, but I'm still at 349,000. Thursday, Thanksgiving, I did not list at 362,000. They're actually up now, and I was talking to Clay about this a little bit. I do think, people after they ate, there's probably some shopping, so that could be part of it. Friday, Black Friday, it was up 397,000. I did not list, but there's a couple things you got to think about too. I almost exclusively, at least on eBay, sell pre-owned clothing or pre-owned items. So it's not like Amazon, where in Q4 people are primarily shopping for new items. Saturday, I was at 386,000 impressions. And Sunday, I was at 404,000. So these are up compared to Monday and Tuesday, but there are other factors. More people are at home, so maybe they're shopping on their phones a little bit more. And then Monday, I'm back to listing, and it's at 368, and yesterday it was at 358. So what can you extrapolate from all that? Oh, there's Val. Let me add Val. What can you extrapolate? Hey, Val.
Hey,
Hello.
Long time no see. How are you?
Yes. Good. How are you
Good.
guys?
good.
Good.
It is good seeing you, even though we text a lot, and I feel like I'm seeing you when we text. But
Yeah, we used to do these pretty regularly. What, about a year ago or so?
or up till maybe I
Yep.
can't.
All right. Well, let me finish this thought, and then we can just kind of catch up. So, going back to the traffic report, I think Tex mentioned this. Like, your traffic won't die instantaneously. Like, it probably takes a week or longer of not listing before you get a noticeable dip in your traffic. And best practice is definitely to list daily for eBay, but it won't kill you to miss a little bit here and there. Whew. So what you up to, Val?
I'm lint rolling a sweater right now, or not lint rolling, sweater shaving.
Shaving a sweater. And Clay, are you taking
I
pictures?
took a picture of a jacket that Greg had sent, and this guy on Poshmark wants the chest, so I'm gonna send that, and then kind of do a little of everything, while we're on.
Okay. The guy on Poshmark wants
One
a
measurement.
chest. Is that
Yeah.
a measurement? Okay. I'm just checking.
So I'm gonna.
Hey, I'm not judging what you and your customers, what y'all work out. Hey,
Yeah.
it's okay. Hey, what's up, Land Shark Picker?
Since it cost me nothing,
Thanks for joining the live today. Oh, and by the way, let me give a plug. Thursday night, and I haven't even put this one up. We're on YouTube. Actually, we're creating a separate channel for our podcast and YouTube lives on Thursday nights. It's the Reseller Roundtable. Yours truly created the name. And I'm actually hosting tomorrow night's call. And the topic will be slow nickel or fast dime, like which model is best and why. So if y'all are free, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking is hard, come check us out. We also have a podcast. It's on Spotify. We just got it on iTunes and wherever else you can find podcasts. So check it out.
Subscriptions already, I heard. I mean, it's
How
just
many?
going viral.
Yeah, well, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, one other note for me, and then so I started creating content again recently. I think like just listing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. Like it's me by myself here, and like I needed something else. So I was like, all right, let me start creating some content. I need to switch it up a little bit. And today I released a what sold video, and I looked, and man, it was for me it was getting a lot of views in the first hour, which is a good sign. But then I noticed there were very few likes compared to previous videos. And then I get a comment and they're telling me like there's no audio. So I released a video with no audio today. So yay me.
You're just a beginner. I mean, what can you expect?
This is true. So what's everybody's? All right, here's a question for you guys, because I know Val, like you put out a couple of videos. I haven't noticed one lately, or not to put you on the spot or anything, but like I guess in general, what's everybody's YouTube life looking like?
I switched over to filming on a camera, and now editing is a lot harder because I have to use the computer program instead of just iMovie on my phone. So I've got like 8 videos recorded, and on the computer, they just need editing. I was going to do Vlogmas where you upload every single day of December, and I already stressed myself out, so I'm not even going to try.
Well, yeah, you don't want to stress yourself out. Which program are you using on the computer to edit? You know?
Something, I think it's called like Adobe Premiere or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kevin maybe uses that. Several people do.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think it's a little more complicated than some. I don't even remember what I used to use. Like right now, I'm just using Screencast-O-Matic because it's super simple. But Clay and I were talking about maybe doing garage sale videos and maybe even doing a storage unit video. And we're obviously that's going to take a lot more editing than a what sold or a basic YouTube video. So I got to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I haven't made a video in ages because reselling to me just, well, yeah, the videos, I just can't do it. Just can't do it. I have some good videos from my Uber passengers but now that we're going to do that, maybe I'll still create a channel called Clay's Co-Pilots. And that will be the Uber. And if my mom says something wacky or dad or whoever, you know, but yeah, so I'm practicing editing. I told Brian while my mom was having this procedure done, I started making a video of my nephew, like, because I have not a million videos, but tons. So I was like, okay, well, that'll be fun. And his parents will like it. So, I sent Brian a little bit, and it's real short so far, but it's not great, but it's not as hard as I remember. And I use, what did I say? Video Shop. That's what
Video Shop.
That's what Justin
name drop in 3, 2, 1. Who?
I didn't say last name, so some people are like, who? Because a lot of people would just know last name, so I didn't do that. I just said my buddy.
Yeah, his buddy Justin Grimes.
Yeah,
the storage unit
text today,
YouTuber.
Or got into it on Facebook a couple weeks ago, but both said, love you, man, but you're crazy, in a sense, about our political.
Clay sounds like because we used to teach. He sounds like a little 8th grade girl when the boy in class that she likes sits next to him.
Justin, Justin, come on, Justin.
He does make really good videos, though. They're well edited, and
he does. That's why he
got good content.
The silver play button recently for 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and Clay and I were talking. I guess we could talk about this. Like if we're going to do YouTube a little bit more, and thinking about like the type of content that pulls in more views. Is like when you look at reselling, garage sale haul videos, storage unit videos, those type of that type of content, because people want to know what you're doing. They're curious. So, and of course, y'all know, like I switch so often. Like I've been doing clothing for the past year, which for me, sticking with one niche, one model is a miracle. But before that, I did about 6 months of storage units, which is fun. You can find all sorts of cool things, and I've done auctions. So I'm thinking about keeping the clothing going. And I was just talking to somebody in the group.
Supposedly a great sourcer. This is just what I've heard.
Yeah. I don't know. That sourcer got me a hoodie with a hole in the back elbow. Got a pair of shorts over here with a drawstring messed up.
No. I heard
missing the button. Yeah.
The drawstring just needs to be fixed. That's all. The sorcerer.
Oh, did the sorcerer take them home to get fixed, or the sorcerer
when he
leave
dropped
them
it
in
off?
my
Yeah,
listing?
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The sorcerer will fix. The sorcerer will fix that. Yes.
The sorcerer is a work in progress, but the sorcerer does find some good things.
Some.
But I think some, yeah. He
So
also likes to try to. Go ahead.
how does that work? Like, what are your guidelines that you give Clay when he's out sourcing for you?
You want to answer that, Clay?
Certain-
Oh, hold on, real quick before you answer that, because once Clay starts talking, it'll be a while. Hey, what's going on? Addicted to Hustle. Oh, actually,
and
I'm
Craig's
doing an
in there.
interview with Addicted to
Okay.
Hustle tomorrow.
What's his name again?
Who?
Addicted to. I mean, not eBay Addicts. The guy interviewing you. I can't think of his real name, but
Put me on the spot.
I can't remember right now. Mark, maybe. Mark.
Need a drink.
We just called it the happy hour thing, you know.
Yeah, eBay Addicts, not Addicted to Hustle. Oh my God, I'm struggling.
Oh, in my
eBay
head,
Addicts.
I heard eBay Addicts just because I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, I said the wrong thing. Let me look at my calendar, and then you. God, I forgot how wheels off this could be.
No, it's not
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tomorrow at 3 p.m. on eBay Addicts. He'll be interviewing
He's a
me.
nice guy.
What's his name?
That's what I've heard.
I'm trying to.
He's an addict of eBay.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to search his and
I
I's
am pulling up my Gmail right now. Hold on.
conversation. He just
Thanks,
he
Clay.
just does interviews with all sorts of people. Like he's had Chris and Mel back from Burnout, you name it. He's had so many people that none of us know because there's so many people out there, and they're not all resellers. He'll have people
Jeff.
like Jeff. That's it. Okay.
Jeff,
He has
eBay Addicts.
people on who just have other side hustles. Like one I thought about was like medical courier, where you go pick up, you know, whatever test samples and you drive it. I think he resells, but I think he does that, and his brother, and they have several hustles like that. So
So embarrassing. Hey, Alton. I saw the addicted, addict,
yeah,
drug user. Oh my God, it's too many
and Craig,
listings
name
today.
chart picker.
Yeah.
So I won't necessarily say, so to answer Brian or Val's question, I won't necessarily say brands unless, you know, when I'm at the bins, but there's some good brands, of course. I'll just say like jeans. There's certain pairs of jeans that I know to get. And then since there's so many jean companies out there, I'll just put them in my cart and I'll send Brian a picture and be like, I've had just a mountain. It's like a grocery cart. I don't know. Is that what they have at your bins, Val?
Yeah.
Okay. And so like, I'll just fill it. And then I move to the side and then they do another rotation and I just sorted it, look on eBay to see if the sell-through rate. And if there's a question about like yesterday, I sent him a couple pictures like, hey, what about the cuff on these? They're like, you know, frayed or whatever. And he's like, yes, on these brands, that's fine. Like on other brands, it made sense. He was like, no, those are nicer brands. So their jeans need to be perfect or whatever. And like, I even got, I think some like Banana Republic pants because they have like, I don't know, I feel like 20 different models for guys and 20 model pants for women. I've gotten Talbots, you name it. I try to stick, I guess, with jeans because I usually run out of time because I go slow. I'm not one of those fast. And now I know the material for certain brands as well. Mm-hmm. You know, like I can find there, I won't say brands, but there's certain materials I just know.
You can say brands, that's fine.
Okay, like Polo.
I mean, I put out what sold videos,
true.
so it's okay.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to do like you though, protect the source.
Yeah, don't share the Glory of Vanderbilt's or the Faded Glory.
Oh yeah. Morona. Oh God, I said Morona. Dang it, I said it again. Massimo. Yeah. Brian's now selling on this website. It's called pleasepleasebuyme.com. And I had a chance to buy 3,000 pieces of Faded Glory for $15 for Brian, and he passed on it. I don't know why.
Still don't know what he's talking about.
That's the sort of text I send him. Like, Val, I'm still milking that joke. I'll be like, today you've got, and the other day I almost apologized to him for real, like going, I've beaten that joke into the ground. I just rotate the brand. As I say, they're fine brands to buy. They just don't resell online, at least on eBay. Maybe somewhere, maybe at a flea market. But yeah, Polo or Tommy, both Tommies, Bahama Hilfiger, Nike, Adidas.
Hilfiger moves slow, but I mean, it'll maybe eventually sell.
Yeah, so I just go through and like I'll just grab a lot of stuff and look it up, and I put back a lot, but you know, and a tip also. I don't know if you do this, Val. I look through the stuff other people put back.
Yeah.
You know, because like we're all looking for similar but different. I feel like I'm looking for different. And I now have met, what is it? Cody, KG, and Christian, 3 guys who are part of the Daily Refinements text group.
Do you know Win Jennings?
I don't think. Oh, is that KG? Is that? Oh yeah, Kerwin. Yeah. Okay, Kerwin. I didn't know that. Or KJ, sorry, not KG. Kerwin, okay. Yeah, that's the guy I was telling you about, Brian, that I told him I'd help him like with get all his expenses so he makes more money. Super nice guy. He just joined the group last night. So at the Dallas Bins, there's 3 guys that I've met that are part of the but there's enough clothes. And we were all there yesterday. The same overlapped a little bit. And I still brought Brian like 87 things plus 3 from home. So, you know, not bad for 5 hours.
So, Val, I've seen at least one of your videos at the bin. So, obviously, you're up in Colorado. When you go sourcing, well, all right, here's the question for you. I know you're trying to get back into it, right? Like what are you thinking as far as platforms to sell on? What were you at on that when you get back?
Well, I've been on Posh for 4 or 5 years, 4 years, and I just started eBay, which I'm not very good at listing on eBay. Like Poshmark, I try and make it a daily thing, but eBay I'm kind of struggling because I'm scared. Like Poshmark, I'll put anything up. If it has a flaw, whatever, I'll sell it on Poshmark. I just disclose the flaw. But eBay, I'm like a little more scared, so anything I list over there, I make sure is in like perfect condition. So that slows me down a little for listing over there. But I think I'm on my phone right now, so I can't look, but I think I've listed like 12 things and I've sold half of them so far, so it's not going bad.
It's a good ratio.
No, eBay, and I've talked to people in the group, and by the way, Tech and Sports group is growing. It's like almost 2,000 people, and but like eBay just gets a lot more traffic than Poshmark. Like I'm only selling on eBay as far as used clothing. I do sell like replenishables on Poshmark, but the funny thing is it's okay to sell things with flaws on eBay. You just need to disclose the flaws, picture them, and put them in the description. And if you need some help, like I can go over like titles and item specifics with you sometime and help you if you need some help with that.
Okay.
Clay, you had your hand raised.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about how when we were pulling back up to your house last night, what you were saying about Poshmark and
Here, hold on.
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
When about Poshmark and how many?
Hold on 1 second. I've got to run into the other room.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right.
I was like, what is he doing? Like, I thought he paused or something because I was trying to talk or whatever.
I
Yeah,
can't
those
drop
are
any.
Huh? I was gonna say those are pretty picture you put on Instagram of the sky.
It was beautiful this morning.
Our sunset yesterday here was really good. I'm never awake. Well, I might be awake, but all I do is go feed the cat and then go to the sofa like today and fall asleep again and have crazy dreams. But maybe eventually I'll get there. Oh, what is that from? I'm folding these drapes that my mom gave me, but now she wants them back. So whatever. I hadn't put them up, obviously. So sure. You've given me so much furniture and other, so I'm like, okay, you want them back for your apartment? That's fine. I'll keep
How's the new house?
It's good. Yeah, I could in a minute do a tour. It's messy, but like right now I'm in what I call the kids' room, meaning my niece and nephew. You can see part of the bunk bed that I bought a couple of months ago, not put together, but I need to buy a mattress. Or I told my niece when I saw her last week, I was like, if I don't have money to do that, I'll just right away, you sleep in my bed and I'll sleep on the air mattress, like when my dad was here for a couple of weeks. So, but yeah, this room I kind of just keep closed off and stuff, but it's good I'm in here because I need to find this one jacket that sold on Poshmark. Oh yeah, and I think I told you I'm taking a bunch of stuff to the like local place, Oh yeah, so you asked me that question about the local places. Is it consignment or whatever, like when I sell them? I guess some maybe do that, but I'm just going to sell it directly like to the store.
Mm-hmm.
I think all three of them, there's these different places. And KJ, you might want to know this, or maybe you do know, Buffalo Exchange on Lower Greenville. This place called Crossroads, which is in Deep Ellum, that he would know, not far from Greenville. And then Dolly Python over near City Place. And they give you like a third of what they'll sell it for. And I've gotten to know a handful of people like KJ just yesterday at the bins, but some people they'll go and take stuff and sell it. Like nothing even necessarily great. So for months, I told you I was collecting old, like here, Ann Taylor women's blazer thing with shoulder pads. I'm like, I don't know if it'll sell or not, but it costs me nothing. So if it doesn't sell, that money's gone. I'll just donate what doesn't sell, But I've got a lot of good stuff that I know.
Clay has a strange fascination with funky blazers. I've got to pull that out.
Here.
He really does.
Yeah. Here's my pads. Oh, there you go. Yeah. My navy
with shoulder pads.
Here's my Eli Thomas blazer that just is a nice generic brown. I know the lighting's not great. Oh,
have any of those blazers sold?
I haven't listed because I looked them up when I found them at the bins, and was like nothing, or like it would take 10 years. Salvatore Ferragamo leather. I should probably list that.
So wait, what? So what made you want to grab those when they had no sold history?
I just figured I figured I would have a garage sale here, or I was willing to just have part of my eBay, or maybe just Posh would have the older vintage where it wouldn't kill my stats. You know what I mean? If I ever got consistently listings, you know what I mean? So yeah, I've got a corduroy Sears jacket. What is this? Another corduroy.
That one might be all right.
Ooh, Eyes Saint Laurent. That one.
How much were they each?
So the weight. So what a pound is 89 cents. So, this one I'll list online too. Maybe there was a flaw. Pendleton. Like maybe that's. I know Brian's like money there. Virgin wool. So a few I'll list online. Corduroy. This will still online. Corduroy with the professor elbow patches, as I call it. That's a McGregor.
Oh my!
List that.
We having an ugly blazer contest?
Yes, another brown.
I was showing Clay my Pendleton.
Aquator
Oh.
by Target.
Look,
With shoulder pads for
he's
men.
not paying any attention, Val.
Did you see? Show
He's
show
lost
the
in. He's lost in his blazer obsession.
And then the man's shop, Harlick's man's shop in Waco. This nice red one that looks like I won a golf tournament.
I don't have any blazers to show and tell. I wonder why.
Because they don't sell. So on days when
I sell some.
Yeah, but not these don't.
Because you buy them all. Actually, a lot of the.
Because some of those I did buy on days I went for you, but I pay separate because they do. I look them up and I'm like, it's like 89 cents. Those aren't going to sell on his store. He does not want that, you know. But most of them I got little by little. So yeah.
How long have you had them?
Oh, probably since the spring, of course, or more. You know.
Okay, but before I get on to you, let's.
He's cursing at me while not on camera so that I don't hear it.
Well, why didn't I?
He's like, damn it!
Where did my? I don't know why my camera stopped working. There we go.
We've only been on YouTube about 10 days, so.
Well, no, it was like a technical thing. Yeah, Alton's telling you got a list, man.
Oh, I have started actually. For about 10 days, I've been listing and relisting, like doing the sell similar, correcting my listings on eBay. And I'm at about a sale and a half a day on eBay now, when it was like zero for months, basically.
So that is improvement. That is good. We know what Clay likes to source: vintage blazers. Val, when you go to the bins or sourcing, what are you looking for? In general or specific, or however?
I pick everything up. I mean, jeans, mom jeans, but if I'm being like on a pickier day, I'll just get like Levi's, and even more specific, just like 501s or 505s, or
women's and men's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer, though, I mean, not so much for the sake of making money, but just for like the ease. I like selling shirts. Button-up shirts, I guess, sell for more for me, but they're just so easy to store and to. Sorry, I'm clearing my screen. Clay keeps making notifications pop up on my screen. Yeah.
I was showing Val's Instagram picture there.
Yeah, Levi's are great. 550s and 560s, especially 560s, also do well for me.
I didn't notice what I pick up for you generally, you know. So I'm like, oh, there's a 560. Okay. Because I get so many Levi's every time, you know, that I'm just like, are they in good shape?
Well, yeah, because I list a fair amount. Like I'm not like tech or anybody listing 250 a day, but you know, at about 30 a day, I need quite a few. So it's like, okay, basically any Levi's works.
Yeah.
Do you
but
have
there are other brands.
Or are you listing everything as Clay brings it in?
I wouldn't call it a death pile. I'd say it's a queue. That's probably a week. That's like a week's worth, maybe.
Because I brought him yesterday. I got 90 and I got 80 in a half a day on Friday. So I brought him 170, and he still had some from the earlier last week, I guess. Probably when I brought him like 120. But he stays. Yeah, we had it really high one time in the spring. Remember, it was like taller than us, the pants pile. And we were like, that's going to take forever. And like a few days later, it was like shrunk hugely.
Yeah, if you're listing 30, 40, 50 a day or more, like you go through some inventory pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which will be interesting, like this. Well, I guess we'll wait on that one. If we do the storage unit, we're going to try to make some content on it.
We're gonna be.
But like today, I was listing some hard goods in the morning, and then I did clothing in the afternoon, and like it was funny. Like I'm not gonna say forgotten how to list hard goods, but it's different. It's just different. Like I'm in a rhythm because all I've been listing is clothes for like the past year, and like jeans, I don't even have to think about jeans like what you're talking about, Val. Like listing them, it's.
Oh, hey, Kat.
Once you do the same repetition over and over thousands of times, it just, you don't really have to think about it too much.
Mm-hmm.
And Alton gave you a participation award, Clay.
Do you have anything to say, G? Do you want to talk? You want to talk there, Kat? You want to tell them about your blood work? No? Okay. She's private. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to talk about her blood work, you know. She's 18.
So you're invading her privacy.
Yeah. She's like, don't talk about my blood work. Her kidneys are unfortunately.
She has like tents all through the house, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the fort. Yeah. I'm about to go back in the other room. Yeah. We can show them the fort, as I call it. Yeah. Oh yeah. She basically, well, here, I'll show her room. So here's, as I was saying, this is the kids' room with the bunk bed that will get put together eventually. And not, I mean, just generic room, you know, some stuff to put on the walls. Oh, and then I have other stuff to list in here that my mom or Angie has given me. So jackets and nicer things. And then, yeah, here's the cat's room. I say she has her own room just because this is where the litter box is, you know. And Brian will like this. Brian saw all my original Dallas Mavericks pictures and stuff, you know, so. Yeah, see, litter box. So that's why it's her room, you know. Yeah, she gets to go wherever she wants. It's exciting content. I should make this video and just title it like worst reseller video ever. See how many views I get.
I take offense to that.
Yeah.
What?
What about you, Val?
What'd you say?
We take offense to that.
No, I'm saying me. Oh, Val, you'll like this. I have a new to-do list. Do you want to guess what I wrote on today?
Donut box.
Not a donut box.
Good guess.
I did catch the insult though, Brian. I did catch the insult.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, I was saying me.
Make your own video. Don't throw that bad juju on us.
Oh, I wouldn't
serious
care if I made that
resellers.
video and no one watched it. It'd actually be funny if no one watched
We'd
it.
be serious about reselling.
Oh, I'm more serious about retail selling, not YouTube right now. You have another guess? Not a pizza box. It is a container type thing.
I don't know. Milk carton.
Styrofoam. Yeah. My mom gave me some of her French fries. So at a red light, as I was talking to Brian earlier, I was like, oh, I need to write down video ideas. And I told him, of course, last week I'm going through to-do lists and I'm pretty sure I threw away my...
Put it back up there. Put the list up there.
Ben's friends, since I now have friends at the bin.
Ben's friends. You're going to get
Packing
matching
video.
t-shirts.
Emotions.
Packing video.
Yep. Oh, and then
an emotional packing video with Ben's friends?
Oh,
that
combine all of them?
Spectacular.
Or then the one that Brian actually said would be good. How Zoloft made me a better reseller.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, you know me. I'll talk about whatever. I should actually call people out and be like, some of y'all need Zoloft.
Land Shark Park. Hello. Land Shark Picker.
What's in your drink?
What is a reselling video? It's just kombucha. And by the way, these live shows, by the end of the day, for me, it is definitely a different vibe than like Daily Refinement's 8 a.m. call. Like there, I'm getting ready for the day, but at this time of day, I'm kind of out. Alton said, Brian, in all fairness, it's a working session and Clay won't list LOL.
Hey, I'm about to take pictures. I go to the ball game so I can list while I'm at the game. I listed while I was at
I
the
like
Cowboy
that's a good
game
one.
on
Medicate to list.
while I was on Thanksgiving at the Cowboy game. I listed.
Yeah, Clay listed more than I did from last Wednesday through Sunday for sure.
Because, like I say, I used to
Probably the first time ever.
grade papers at the Cowboy games and Ranger playoff games. So why not do this?
See, all right, time out. Technical foul. So let me get this straight. So when you're supposed to be listing, you're not listing.
Yeah.
But when you're at a Cowboys game, how about them Cowboys? You're grading papers. It's like,
Yeah, but
the
grading
two
papers
things are reversed. Like
Well,
that's the
yeah,
time
well-
you should not be listing.
Well, but there's games are just a giant. I mean, they're fun, but there's so much downtime in the 3 hour or Thursday. The game was 4 hours long, so there was I mean, just think about it. What an average play takes 6 seconds, and then you wait 30. So I'm like, and in baseball, you got about 15 to 20 seconds between pitches. So, you know.
Why can I not talk? Land Shark Picker asks, are the Cowboys so boring that you list during the game? Fair question.
Why waste time? You're just sitting there. Like, I mean,
But,
sure, I talk to my dad or whoever goes with us, but like,
but during the time you could be listing at home, you're wasting that time to do who knows what. So
yeah,
I don't get
but
it.
either way, I'm getting it done now. Now that I'm listing, you know.
Yes, now there you go.
Because you're full on, and you know how I am with eBay. It's like I won't even say I'm full time. I won't even say I'm part time. You know.
Well, you're bringing laughs to Land Shark Picker.
An Uber driver who sources as well, and now is selling a little bit again, and figuring
with friends at the bins while taking Zoloft. And what else? What else was on the box?
My bins friends, yeah, how to pack certain things.
Texting Justin Grimes.
Yeah, how to text, yeah, big time people, yeah.
Big time.
But
Big
you know,
time.
but you at least have to give me the grading papers at ball games. Like that had to be done. And early in my teaching career, if I'm going to game at night and they had to be graded, or on a weekend and I've already spent hours grading, they had to be done. So
yeah, well,
no.
Yeah, back in the day, but
that's what
actually
I mean.
the last time I quit taking papers home to grade after about year 3 of teaching.
I think it probably took me 5, maybe 6.
Except for Cowboy games.
No, that was early in the career or whatever. But yeah, people would ask, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, grading papers, you know? I had to have friends help me my first couple of years because, like, it just took so long when you had them do written responses too, you know? I wasn't even like you grading maybe as much for grammar and all that, but I also was, I don't mind saying, a different person, and my anxiety was so high and stressed plus depressed that, you know, it took me a lot longer to do everything back then. Let's see, what can I need to see what I have. I'll be right back. Are you still shaving, Val? The sweaters, that is?
I'm picking hairs off of it.
Oh, that's the worst.
I don't know why it's so freaking hairy.
Is it the material where they're like embedded, like in your car, like that? How you really like you can't, you have to pull them out?
It's like that waffly material.
Yeah. So it's truly in there. That's kind of why I hate certain materials. Because the work to get, you know.
Yeah, I've stopped picking up Lululemon at the bins because I just can't stand picking the hairs off the leggings, and they don't come out in the wash. They like go deeper into the material if you try and wash them.
Really? Huh.
Yep.
I've only ever found Lulu once, but probably because I go slow.
Yeah, we don't find a lot of that down here. We found Levi's and Pearl Snaps. and stuff like that.
I know you've been to Colorado a few times. On any of your trips, have you gone to the bins, or has it all just kind of been vacation time?
It's mostly been vacation. I've been to like a regular Goodwill store a couple times, but I do need to visit the bins, and I love Colorado. Like that's my dream, is to have like a place up there. That's amazing. But no, I haven't been to the bins up there.
I just looked. Salt Lake City has an outlet, so since Angie and I are gonna try to go skiing up there, I can go to the Salt Lake bins and write off more of the trip. Sweet.
I did when we went. Let me see, spring break back in March. We went to West Texas, like to Big Bend.
Oh yeah, you wrote some, right?
Myself, my wife, and a couple friend of ours, and I did write out the miles because that was my very first stop when I got there, was a thrift store. I actually found some pretty good stuff there. They had a lot of like hiking and outdoor things.
Mm-hmm.
See, Alton, I'm actually looking stuff up.
There, I put it in the chat. Kevin apparently wants to pop on.
And here's my new modified lighting system for right now. I put all my lights up here on the curtain rod, you know. We'll see how bright it is today. There, yeah, a little bright.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, it's something. Because like now with the sun going down earlier, I had kind of figured out the best time to take pictures here, you know, Val, was the back of that house at like 4:30 to 6. And now it's, was that your one light? What is that? Are you in your workroom?
Yeah, I have two lights. That's one, and I have one on the other side of the room, which is nice because they're bright enough. I can photograph in the middle of the night if I want to.
Is that one behind you? Like a few feet or above? It kind of looks like it's behind on another wall.
It's behind me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you do your pictures on the wall like that you're facing. You hang the stuff, right? Or no?
I can't see what I'm showing you, but there's the wall.
Yeah. That's what
I like the wall. Yeah. I've got a fake one that kind of looks like that for my shoe area. It's got that fake. Well, it's kind of a wood, but it has that color.
Hi. Is it dinner time? I'll be right back. Come here.
LSP says, "Oh no, Kevin's here. I better leave." You in trouble now? Well, I'll add him once I see him, but I just see an empty chair. So have you been to bins and other places, Val?
Yeah, I went to one. I think it was in Jersey. I don't know. When we went to PA. And then I went to one, I think it was in Flagstaff. Was it Flagstaff? I think it was Flagstaff. It was a really, really, really good bins. Like it was just nice mountain brands everywhere.
Yeah, because there for a while you were trying to do just a mountain brand closet, right?
Yeah, that dream was short-lived. Now I sell everything.
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
What's up, Kevin? The man, the myth, the legend.
What's going on?
AKA the Thrifting Lounge.
Well, I gotta get my headphones on and set the task real quick.
All right. No, but I love that idea of mountain brands. Like, obviously, there's no way that I can niche to just jeans where I'm at, and I've thought about that, and I actually did that. One of the guys in the group, like I was buying. Well, yeah, y'all know about that. I was buying pallets of jeans. It was profitable. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. There were some pretty good.
We were more excited than we were. It's not that we got bad stuff. He understandably keeps the best stuff since he has the connection, you know.
Well, he does men's jeans, which is better than women's, of course.
Yeah, like some of
As
my
far
new
as
company jeans, those are gonna get donated soon.
Kitty,
Probably.
kitty, 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 kitty.
and I will also say, like during the spring, all jeans was rocking and rolling, but during the summer, you need to sell shorts also, and I did add in shorts later in the summer once my sales died from just doing jeans.
And that's why I still pick up the
But
cargo
then
shorts.
I've added.
I know for a while there you were selling a lot of shoes.
Right
Are you
on.
still mostly shoes, or is it about equal clothing to shoes? And does Clay source shoes for you?
There was a period where I did exclusively shoes, and I really enjoyed just selling shoes. And I switched to clothing because it's more abundant. But and there for a period of a couple of weeks, I was going to go back to all shoes, but shoes are kind of expensive. So like the cost of goods was a little bit prohibitive. So currently, I do shoes as I find them while I'm sourcing for clothing. And as far as Clay, he's brought me one pair of shoes, so I'm sure he's got a pile of shoes over there too that he's hoarding to not list.
Yeah.
Oh, and I sold those Adidas that you brought me. He did bring me a pair of Superstar Adidas, like gold and black, like the
Oh yeah,
German.
The main
Those
reason I don't do the shoes is because at the bins I go to in Dallas, there's like 3 of the bin, and when they roll them out, people are like vultures, or they just swarm, and it's worse than the closed bins. So I'm just like, now I will say a lot of the shoes at the Dallas bins are together, whereas when Brian and I used to go to Fort Worth, they were hardly ever together. And so I just don't have the time because I end up with a giant cart, like I said, of clothes to research.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did find a pair of like some mediocre something another a couple of months ago that for myself that I need to put in the wash tonight with some other stuff, put in a pillowcase. But like that's because they were like near each other. I thought it was cool looking, but I just don't look at the shoes really.
Mm-hmm. That's how ours are in Denver. They're really crazy with the shoes.
Yeah, right. What is that?
Doesn't your sister sell shoes? I saw that on one of your videos.
Yeah, she sells mostly shoes, and then every once in a while, at a garage sale, if she finds like a stuffed animal, like a Build-A-Bear or whatever, then she'll sell toys, or she'll sell some of her kids' toys if they're not playing with them. But she mostly just sells shoes.
Do you do many shoes, Kevin?
What?
Do you do many shoes? I don't think about hearing.
Man, I was doing a lot of like dress shoes back in the day, and now that's become saturated. Like a lot of the stuff I look for, like Allen Edmonds, churches, stuff that used to be like 150, 200 bucks. Now that's saturated for like 50 to 70 bucks. And then Salvatore Ferragamo's, a few like 5 years ago, where you can usually get like 80 to 120. They sit for. I have Ferragamos that have sat there for 2 years that I'm still trying to sell for 40 bucks, 30 to 40 bucks, and they just don't move. It's just a lot of this stuff's become saturated with like the fashion brands, with like dress shoes when it comes to women's and men's.
Yeah.
But I find like when I started going full time, there was a time where I was buying the stuff at like retail arbitrage at like Burlington, Ross, TJ Maxx, stuff like that, and flipping them, and those would sell within like a week. So I think it all matters. I think athletic shoes go a lot quicker that are new, and then athletic shoes that are used, they tend to sit for a little while. I mean, I don't know. It's different. We stay away from kind of like the shoes now, because at the Goodwills and stuff, you can get like a basic pair of shoes for like no less than 10 to 15 bucks. And then like, God forbid, it's like a pair of Jordans or even like Nike, Kevin Durant's. They'll list those, have them up there for like 30 to 40 bucks. It's just insane.
Wow.
I've actually come across shoes that were cheaper, brand new at like Burlington, and they were used at Goodwill, and they were more expensive.
That
Like it's insane.
doesn't make sense.
Shoes are good. And by the way, y'all just saw that Banana Republic bread and butter sale, $15.50 plus shipping.
What was it? Pants?
Did you see that, Clay? Yeah, Banana Republic men's chinos.
Okay.
How much?
Casual pants.
How much?
Not much. $15.50 plus $15.50 plus $8.99 shipping.
That's why
love finding.
That's typical of what I sell. I just sell a lot of it.
Yeah, I like finding the Ralph Lauren and the Brooks Brothers chinos. Those I'll sell all day long for like 22 to 25 bucks, but I'll take offers of $20. That's the kind of like, those are like that, and then blazers, suits, and vacuum parts are our main niche.
lasers? I like lasers.
No, blazers.
I know.
Houston Blazers. Oh,
I'm just being
You
stupid.
like blazers too. You have a pile of funky blazers.
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you missed it, Kevin. My Target and Sears blazers from the 70s. It'll bring a.
yeah.
Yeah, I got them at the bin.
Was it Sears Roebuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just
No,
sold
just
something.
Sears, I think it said. It's
Yeah.
like a brown from the 70s, you know.
It's blazers and suits are the most underrated niche on eBay.
Yeah, because I know, yeah, you still do the suits, and then
I kill it with them, and they sell all year long.
What's Bobby Krillin? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, I know he's through Tommy Bernard and Tracy, their show, and he's up in Jersey and just does mostly like nice men's clothing.
Yeah.
Did you get all this stuff out, Val? Are you still picking?
No,
Okay.
not even
Where
close.
am I?
But I did just sell, I think yesterday or this morning, I don't remember, a Sears Roebuck. It was like a mechanic jumpsuit.
Sears Roebuck. Oh, how much did you get for that?
I only listed it for 60 full price.
Yeah.
That's about what they're going for on Poshmark.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
good money. Sure.
Yeah.
Not just
Sears
60.
Roebuck.
60's good. I sold a pair of it's on my what sold video today with no audio, by the way.
He's
Dude,
mining
oh my
everything.
God. I can't believe that.
Kevin was roasting me on the chat too.
You should send me that footage. I'll voice it over for you.
Oh, would you really? Would you
Yes!
really?
Sure.
That would be
I'll voice it over
amazing.
for you.
Oh, that would be. You know what would be the best, Val, too, if you did your like Gollum voice too, like with that filter.
Send me message me your email and I will email you that video file. Or could you pull it off of YouTube?
I don't know. I might be able to pull it off YouTube. Like
my
download
Do you have YouTube Premium?
Well,
Yeah,
look,
you can
it's
rip it right
it's
from
my
it.
latest video. See if you can do that. That would be an amazing collab.
I know. Now I'm like have
That
all
would be
these other
hilarious.
ideas. I need to write on my styrofoam container. You know.
But my point before I got sidetracked with my idiocy was that Dickies corduroy overall bibs. You sourced those for me, Clay. Those sold yesterday for not crazy money, but like 30 something plus shipping.
Yeah. I like to find anything vintage Dickies or vintage Carhartt.
I sold some Carhartt overalls recently.
Yeah.
Like, and I took a little lower because I'm trying to just get the algorithms going, you know.
Which is our topic tomorrow, right, Kevin? Fast nickel, slow dime.
Yeah.
For their live/podcast. By the way, guys, check out our podcast Reseller Roundtable on Spotify and iTunes.
iTunes, Spotify.
Mute the game and listen to the YouTube show.
You should, Clay.
What'd you say it was called? Reseller Roundtable?
Yeah. And if you guys have access to iTunes, it'll help us out so much. Leave a review on iTunes. It helps us out so much.
Yeah, that would.
Either
Yeah.
one of you, like Val and Clay, like it goes a long way for us.
What do you call it on there? Just reseller.
Yeah, Reseller
Here,
Roundtable.
I'm gonna put a link.
Well, I'm searching in the Apple
Okay.
podcast right now.
It's actually, and Alton does the editing, and he does a really good
Oh,
job.
he's
so
awesome.
This must be it. Yeah.
Have you guys
Yeah, he
posted on
busts
that channel yet? Or is it like
on
brand-
the YouTube channel that we have now. Yeah. So the YouTube channel he created 2 days ago, and we have all the videos up there. He just decided, he's like, I don't have much time. I'm just gonna put them all on that thing. But what we're gonna do is for like the last month until January, we're just gonna every week still have it on each one of our programs the last time. But we're gonna refer people, like, make sure you sign up for the Reseller Roundtable on YouTube, because in January, that's when we start. Just every Thursday we're gonna be.
and we try to be a little bit more focused on there. Like I said, tomorrow we're talking about, is it better to sell quickly or go long tail?
Yeah.
And I was doing a
And I
little
like
bit
how-
of more research, Kevin, for tomorrow.
Yeah. And did you do it?
Yeah, I've done some, and I'll do a little bit more. Well, I don't want. We'll get into it tomorrow. There's lots of variables there. It's a meaty topic to talk about, but in
Well, it's
general,
good
I would
because
say
we have plenty of time on it.
Good thing I'm not on the show as a vegetarian. Bada boom. Sorry, that was bad. Too easy. Meaty topic.
What was I looking?
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't get it.
Come on, you
Me
my
either.
dad said, gotta keep up with me here. My stupid humor. Come on. I guess I'm so used to 12 and 13-year-olds now.
That sounds really bad, Clay.
I know. As I said,
Does.
my
Good.
former students chuckling and groaning in class at my lame jokes.
5. Why did I do that? 1, 2, 3. You got 5 right there. Okay. No, 4. Dude, I've been out all day. Like we were supposed to. We were on pace to have our work done earlier. I did all my pitches, all my stuff, and then I went out to the store. We dropped off the packages, and on the way back, I'm like, oh, let's stop here, and because Ashley said her back was hurt, and I'm like, well, I usually get the CBD drink that's supposed to help for your pain on the back. I don't know if this guy's new. I've never seen him there, but he gave it to us, and he must have gave us double the dosage because I felt like I had a hangover all day. Ashley calls me when she got to Joseph's school to pick him up. She's calling me. She puked all over herself. She couldn't hold her hands open because she has a heart condition where she's not supposed to have any energy drinks. And we forgot that he put an energy, like a splash of energy stuff in it. Oh my God. So and I came home. I laid on the ground, like on the floor because it was cold, for like an hour and a half and decided to take a shower. And I just started feeling a little bit better, dude. It was whatever the guy did, he almost freaking overdosed us with CBD crap, dude. It was bad.
A bad way to go. Evan, I admit I was about to joke about that one time. I don't know if we were doing a live, but you were on your porch at your old place feeling pretty good, smoking something out there with that apple, dude.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I go to my garage.
Yeah.
Or I'll just spark one up in the house.
Kevin redoes a piece of furniture, someone buys it, and they're like going, there's a very unique smell to this wood. And he's like, it's
custom.
from Jamaica. The wood is from Jamaica. That's why.
Yeah, it's custom.
Better watch out.
Dude,
Kevin will be moving to Colorado pretty soon.
Well, dude, I've been so busy. You can even ask Brian. I've been so busy here, just reselling, that I haven't been able to go out to the garage and refinish. I have this old 1930s, 40s bleacher, like a baseball bleacher. It's all wooden. It's a 4-piece, so it's like four. You can like 4 seats. They're like this regular bleacher. It's all wood, and I sanded it down to 120 grit, and I haven't done anything with it. It's been sitting there for about a month and a half now because I've been so busy with fourth quarter. And then I haven't been able to refinish any golf clubs in like a couple weeks, and I need to because
How do you refinish a golf club? Like the old ones, you mean? Oh,
This is maybe the grips, like you do on a baseball bat. I don't know.
yeah, I'm curious what that.
That is not a niche I've delved into, but like Kevin's been sharing his sales, and he's making crazy money. So I especially if we're going to do storage units, we're going to come across some.
Yeah, that's
probably
good. Between him and Mike also knows a crap load about golf clubs.
Well, I saw a lot of golf apparel.
Yeah, I
with
pick
the
up
clubs.
all the apparel I can.
And Landshark said he just listed a reverse weave champion sweatshirt.
First,
Nice.
kind of
What's
blows my mind. I'm like, what the hell is that?
like when I heard reverse weave, I was thinking hair for a minute.
I did it first. I was gonna make a joke and be like I did in class. I'd always do this and be like, "This is my weave," and then this freaked the kids out too when you would like move your scalp, and I'd be like, you all can do it. So then we'd have
hold on. Show us again.
So then Val, I'd have the whole class of students moving their hair. They'd never done that. Yeah. That's the kind of education your students are getting nowadays.
I think Clay traumatized a lot of students.
I did the opposite. I was great with the students. School district, like I say, I got to be a pretty good teacher, but a school district, I can confidently, or pretty much confidently, not totally, say a school district would be lucky to have someone like me or Brian, because we were very similar. Especially a school district like South Lake Carroll that's racist. I'll say it. I'll call them out. I doubt anyone's watching. Brian's like, why are you doing that on my channel? And I'm just in fact. Or Highland Park, where I grew up. They do have some minorities now.
Just let you keep talking, Clay.
My senior year in high school, we had the girl that was half black, half Hispanic. She was the minority. You think that says something about Highland Park back then? It was such a welcoming community.
All right, there we go. Before I got kicked off because I've actually hit the wire, I was saying I refinished them with I bought the burn tool. So if they got nicks and stuff on the bottom, I can get mostly all of them out. But if it's a forged set like I did with the Ben Hogan's a few weeks ago, it's very hard to get them out because forge is like hard metal. And the newer stuff is like soft metal.
Yeah.
But then I use, I have buffing wheels also after. So it buffs everything out, makes it nice and shiny, and then I flip them. And it's fun, man. It relaxes my brain. So
I get it. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. I had no clue that could be done with a golf ball. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Dude, I ran across it one day on YouTube. I was like, oh my God, it looks fun.
I can see how that.
And that's me. You guys know me. Like I have an engineer brain. Like if I see someone do something, I think it's cool. I want to try it.
Yeah. No, that sounds like that'd be relaxing because you just zone out. It's different.
Yeah. And I wonder if Landshark picker that reverse weave champion, is it a blank champion or what is it? Or is it a spell out? And reverse weave is that it's a cool looking gray with little. It's like what you would look like the champion sweaters underneath. It's just reverse. It's on the front. It's on the top. Okay. Yeah, that's why it's called reverse weave.
That's cool.
It's really comfortable.
Excuse me. Where you at?
Okay, so that's 5.
So Kevin, you've been killing it with golf clubs. Like for somebody like me who doesn't know a lot about golf clubs, like what are a couple of tips for somebody that wants to get into reselling golf clubs? What are some things maybe I should look for?
And almost anything sells. Just be wary of like this called component golf clubs, or like ripoffs of like the main like Callaway Big Berthas, like the original Big Berthas back in the 90s. They'll still sell for like a full set for $200. I sold my left-hand set for $220 to a guy a few weeks ago that I refinished. And those I've been wanting for a long time. I found them, bought them for $50. Plan on keeping them, but then I found the Cobra F5s for $50, and they're like $350 set. And I was like, man, I'm going to be using these. So I sold those to the guy, but those, they have knockoffs that are called Canterbury's, big bruisers. So sometimes if you're not looking too quickly, if you look too quickly and you're thinking they're Callaways, they have the same exact, they use the same exact little lettering. They'll say Canterbury, and then it says Big Bruiser when it's supposed to be Callaway Big Bertha. It's hilarious. There's a bunch of them out there like that. It's just funny.
Love it.
But I I picked up on golf because I've known golf my whole life, and I didn't know that old golf clubs and even newer ones sell for so much until Mike. I did a live with Mike and Carolina Flipper, and then I started getting obsessed with it, and I made a crap ton of money. Like that's one of my main niches too. But right now it's dead because it's wintertime. You know, even though I sold a set for
Dude, where are you?
Go ahead, Kevin. I'm listening. Let's check out this offer that just came.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, I went to a garage sale and I picked up this lady. She had Tommy Bahamas. She had these Caribbean, which isn't as good of a brand, but they were all silk. Really nice looking Hawaiian shirts.
So what I do with these brands, right? And I've been doing it since the beginning of time because this is how I learned back in the day, is with these brands that don't make you much money. Like I just put up a St. John's Bay yesterday. I don't even put it in the title. So what I do is I leave it in. I don't put in the title. I will even put it on as the brand. I'll put Hawaiian because that's an option on brand. And what I'll do is I'll do like vintage Hawaiian Aloha camp shirt, men's and whatever the size is. And then I'll put tropical, floral, just you keyword loading it up.
Right.
I stay away from, if it's a cool pattern, I don't, and it's a kind of brand that only gets me $15-20. I bypass that. I don't even put it in the title or even as the brand. I do have a picture of it though, but that's about it.
That's what I've been doing with ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
Because most of the brands have no punch at all. And people are searching. So, and that's a good episode, a future episode about writing titles. Because, and Andy, we've talked about this in our group. It's like you've got to think like the customer, and also using the eBay drop down menu, which kind of shows you what people are searching for. Because usually the format is brand, what it is, gender, size, then all your keywords. But there are exceptions to that rule, like Kevin was talking about, and ugly Christmas sweaters. Like I wouldn't put a craft and borrow sweater, women's large, ugly Christmas. I'm gonna put an ugly Christmas sweater, women's whatever. The important keywords like.
Yeah, Nordic's good. Fair Isle. Always put vintage in the front because that's going to be the strongest keyword when people do the ugly Christmas sweaters is vintage ugly Christmas sweater. That's going to be like your main keyword, vintage. Bahama.
You taking notes, Clay?
I'm listening. I was just looking for the cat, make sure she didn't get out.
Gotcha.
Before I leave in a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut it down here in a minute.
Okay. Dad to go eat and go to the game.
Yeah, I saw you on it. Was figuring I'd go up on for a minute.
Yeah, Clay just messaged me like we used to do these regularly.
I remember. Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know, Val, would you be interested in doing these a little bit more often?
Yes, but maybe with a little bit more of a heads up, so I have something better to do than mute myself and sweater shave.
Well, that's valuable.
Everyone needs a hobby, Val.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
this
I
isn't
think
for reselling. This is for fun.
A little about me. I'm Val. I like to shave sweaters in my downtime.
Well, we'll talk about it. I would say at least weekly, and then depending on everyone's schedule, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It's good for me because I'm just like I told you at the beginning. I'm just in my garage from like I get up around 6. Here's my schedule because we talk about this on Daily Refinement all the time. I get up about 6. I go to my storage units, pull my orders that have sold overnight, come back, make my coffee, do my yoga stretches while my coffee is breaking because I hurt my back in the summer and I was out of commission. I'm like, never again. So I work on my flexibility for 10 minutes a day. Hang out with my wife and my daughter as they're getting ready for school, and they leave about 7:30, and then I start, doing orders and everything, and then listing, and pretty much until they get home around 5:30. And I'm an introvert, so I'm okay with that. But like Clay and I were talking, like Clay's an extrovert, obviously, but yet he's also realizing he has some introvert tendencies, and I think for me being an introvert, I also need a little bit of extrovert or just some time to talk. So I think this is useful. We could talk a little shop, talk a little whatever.
Because that's why I like the bins too. Because I talk to people some, but of the 5 to 8 hours I'm there, I'm pretty silent. So it balances the Uber days where, of course, I don't shut up. Well, sometimes I do. If I don't want to talk, then I don't.
What about you, Val? I'm curious. Where do you think you fall on that spectrum? Introvert, extrovert, people time? What do you need?
Completely introverted, socially awkward. Like, I feel awkward at a 4-way stop. That's way too much people interaction for me. So I like being home
That's
alone,
funny.
but I get it. Like, I get pretty stir crazy with just me and the animals here all day.
Yeah. Too much of anything can be too much. Too much of a good thing. All right. Well, Val, check out my YouTube video and let me know. Just message me, and I would love. I think that would be hilarious if you could voice over my what sold video. Like, you could obviously see what sold, and you can imagine what I was saying.
I feel like that Val could do a series now, like
possibly could be, and then maybe I could do one of hers. I could do one of hers.
Yeah,
and of course it'll be like women's fashion, which I'm very limited on, and I'll be like making up terms and item specifics. That'd be great. All right, so just a reminder, once again, by the way, guys, smash the like button, help me out a little bit. Tomorrow night,
I'll do that.
7 p.m. Central, I'll be hosting the Reseller Roundtable live on my channel. So join, and then that audio will be pulled by Alton, Addicted to Hustle, on our podcast, which is also Reseller Roundtable on Spotify and iTunes. And if you listen to it and if you like it, 5-star reviews would help us out a lot. Like Kevin said earlier, we'd really appreciate it.
You can only review it on iTunes.
Yeah, I wish Spotify would. They need to come.
Know.
And just a little behind the scenes, like, it started slow, but it's gaining a little momentum. Like, the number of unique viewers is growing each week. So Pure Hustle Podcast, if for some reason you're listening, watch out. We're coming for you. I do like PHP, by the way.
Yeah, they do really good stuff. We also got the website too.
Yeah, we got a new website, so we're getting all professional.
Yeah, because I want to start freaking putting up, writing like my best like top 10 like Ralph Lauren things to look for, like stuff like that. Because what's going to happen is it catches in the algorithm. People that search Ralph Lauren come upon that article, then they'll come upon us, and they're like, "Oh, this is cool," and it helps us out. And then people start watching, listening to the podcast. We're like, I'm more excited about the podcast and doing it on YouTube because I think there's a lot. I'd say 95% less competition than on YouTube because there's so many resellers out there on YouTube.
Yeah, and we're covering both bases, but the podcast as well, because people who listen to podcasts, like, you can listen to it while you're gonna get the
that's what I love.
To work group that you may not get on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I will say, like, just since I've restarted making YouTube videos and my channel's very small, like, I'm trying to get monetized here. I'm like, my goal is maybe the next 3 months, hopefully, to get monetized, but I don't know. But I'm starting to get people that I'm not familiar with that are leaving good feedback. So,
well, what you need to do is, you have all of us. We all need to just on the background. What we used to do is like we used to do for Scott, how we got him monetized, is we all would just run it in the background, all his videos on like a playlist, and that would get you the minutes and stuff on it. And I think they came out with new monetization where it's less now, so it's easier. I think I came across somebody on Twitter about that, mentioned the new stuff for that. I can't remember. It was like a week ago.
And the live time, the live hours counts towards it, right?
Yeah.
Because I know you can rack
everything does.
What about you, Val? Like, I think both of us at a certain point we're trying to get there. Where are you at on that journey?
I got to go.
Bye, Clay.
All right, bye, Clay.
Bye, Clay.
We'll message.
Minutes. Good seeing you, Kev. Val.
You too.
I think I'm at like 830-ish subscribers. I need to get more watch time. I was on track, like
You're doing good
an
there for
attractive
I
a
fan.
while,
got-
right?
I think I'm pushing 7 now. 7,000.
So you
But
are monetized, right, Kevin?
no, nope,
No?
because they do it in a year. You have to have the hours in every year, like it has to be during the
Oh.
year. So like I was close to it last time when I came back, and then I stopped doing them. So I got to restart all that over again. So that I
It's
mean,
it's just like
and-
eBay or Poshmark or anything. It's the
yep,
consistency. Can you maintain it? Because we've talked about this. You can get burned out on all of this stuff. So can
yeah.
you maintain a consistent schedule without getting
Well, I mean,
burned
look at
out?
Froggy. He's a perfect example. Froggy Flips.
Man, he kills it on those garage sale videos.
That's what I'm
I got
saying, dude.
my GoPro batteries are charging because his
Dude, you
videos
have to start doing that and
millions
be
of views.
consistent. It's
Yeah.
dude, millions. One of his videos is like 1.7 million.
Yeah, I saw that one. I watched that because I'm like, that's insane. And it
I'm
was a
gonna
good
try to
video,
get
but
him
there
on the
wasn't
podcast.
anything. There
Yeah,
wasn't
but
anything
he's
like
really
over the
friendly.
top.
He's nice. Like I said, if you do it just like him, right? Remember, now it's coming into winter season, and we're all year round. They aren't. They're up in Cincinnati, so they're not all year round. They're only spring to fall, right? Now is the time to
Mhm.
start doing your videos, your yard sale videos. Do it, and when you do it the same time every week. You drop it, and the same time every week, and keep it the same amount as length, and keep the thumbnail kind of see what he's doing and copy it with the
Yeah,
thumbnails.
it's
That's
enticing. Like
yep.
obviously, like what Landshark's talking about. They put a little drama there. What?
Oh, I remember the other day when I was telling you about what mine would be. Oh, what was it? Mine would be. What was it? What was the one? One of the ones I said to you was like, I bought all this and she farted, or something like that. Because they do these stupid clickbait and it works.
Well, on storage units too, because
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get back into the storage units, and like
dude.
it's clickbaitish, but millions of views. What were you trying to say, Val?
Oh, I was gonna say screenshot his thumbnail and then just like Photoshop your face whenever somebody else's face.
Oh, that'd be funny. But no, it's super simple because he doesn't even use his face. It's just he takes a random picture from the video because he could do it with the GoPro. You can just like screenshot it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like he'll write like he'll use like a neon yellow like finger pointing to this, whatever it's going to be the subject, and he'll say in one of the videos says, I bought he said this when I asked for full price, or I asked for something. I bought the whole table. That's one of them. I bought the whole table, and it points there, and like it's all it is, man. And what's gonna happen is eventually you're gonna get one that blows up. But like what it is YouTube wants you to do the same. That's why he doesn't steer away from yard sale videos anymore. Same thing with Cincinnati Picker. If you notice, it's all the same thing because that's what the algorithm and Google, YouTube likes from them. When you start doing different things, that's why I always tell people if you have to use multiple channels, like make multiple YouTube channels. Like say you want to do storage units, do one just for storage units. That's if you notice that's what who is it? Commonwealth Picker. He has 2 channels, right? That's the reason why. All
Even
this
though
stuff I
they're-
told you guys last year.
But even if
Nothing's
it's
changed.
reseller related, you would think that
No.
would be enough.
Because your audience and what YouTube's given you is they want you to see if you're going to do yard sales, they just want you to do yard sales. They don't want to see you do any lives, see you part anywhere. And then if you're going to do storage units, they want you to just do storage units. That's why I say if you have to.
But there are
just
some big channels like oh gosh, who's the big storage unit? I can't. There's a very big storage unit channel. And my mind went blank.
Is it Lonnie? Was it Lonnie from Garage?
It's the guy with an Incredible Hulk fist and his girlfriend Georgie.
Is it Jeebus?
No, it's not. It's not Wade's Venture. It's not the Auction Pirate. Yeah, what the hells? Thanks, Clay. It's
yeah,
what the
hells. Yeah.
And they have a massive following, but they also do lives and have a massive following. So I think you can mix in lives with.
No. You want to know why? because they already created that audience, and then they started doing the lives. Go back to as early. So probably all the same thing when they start. You'll see these people's progression, because this is what I used to do. I used to be obsessed with watching the people's stuff. Like Ready, Set, Resell. He would do the same thing, and he would get a big bump, and then it go spear off. It's like the stock market. They give you a little bit, and they want to see you do the same thing. They'll give you a little bit more. It's all it is. They want to see the same connection. And if you start seeing exactly tailoring it how they're tailoring it, you can be pretty successful quickly. Like you don't even really see any of what's his name's face, Anthony from Froggy Flips. It's all just him going to the
just at the very end.
Yeah,
Well,
when he shows.
I've even noticed for me, like when I'm looking at the analytics page where you can see your audience retention, and like for me, and I don't have a lot of great content, but like the videos that has the best are my what solds, even though they're simple. People want to see what sold. So I'm trying to do those daily, but I would also like to add in garage sale videos and storage unit videos. And I guess over time, like you can kind of see which of those are pulling the strongest. And if one of them is dwarfing the others, then maybe you just kind of niche down. It's kind of like reselling, right? Like if you're doing clothing,
100% correct.
You could do everything or everything, and then you kind of niche down based on what you have and what works.
Exactly. And for your instance, with your what sold, I would suggest start playing with the titles instead of putting what sold. Playing with like.
But doesn't that go against what you just said? Because you want the same.
No, because people like the clickbait. So like if you're doing the what solds, change up the title to something different. Like
pair of grandma's panties sold for a lot of money.
Yeah, something like that. Or made $3,000 or whatever it is today. Sold an item or I made this much.
Well, I will say this.
I sold it on how here's a good one. This sold for how much with the finger point into the item, but no price on it, right? Okay. Because people want there you go. It's kind of clickbait. Like, oh my God, I gotta see
I will say the video I put out that on the thrifting lounge that caused a lot of drama. They were saying it was spam. I think the title was how to sell $10,000 a month or more and use clothing on eBay, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I go over like 10 tips that I use to help me be successful on eBay. And even some people in the thrifting lounge were calling me spam and different things. That video has the most likes. It has
you know why
views.
They said spam? It's just because your cover photo is clickbait.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And hey, again, it works for everybody else. Even though YouTube says don't do clickbait, but the most successful ones do clickbait. But it's simple facts, man. Look at if you go to Froggy Flips or you look at Cincinnati Picker or Commonwealth Picker, they pick like I would say Cincinnati Picker and Commonwealth Picker. They always pick up mediocre stuff. They get most of their sales from viewers. So but it's people because clickbait their titles. You know what I mean?
But
their average
sales
is a lot less than us. But they're getting more views because it's clickbait.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like we have PhDs in reselling, but I think compared to the average reseller, we're really strong. And
oh my God, yeah,
our numbers show that.
My average sale against Cincinnati Picker or Commonwealth is probably 3 times more than them. But again, you see the real resellers. I don't spend much time spent YouTube because my main income is in YouTube. I don't look for people to buy my stuff off YouTube because my clientele's more expensive than what they're trying to buy. Like my clientele is not suited for a $15, $20 item like they are. My clientele is like a $40 to $60 person. So my clientele is going to be on eBay, not much on YouTube. You know what I mean?
But it does make me wonder though. Like today I was watching storage unit auctions during lunch, and like the videos aren't that great. They weren't even that enticing, but like hundreds of thousands of views. And a video with hundreds of thousands of views is making some money. And if you do that regularly,
it's a big niche.
It's a big niche.
So it's a big niche. If you hit one video on that big niche, people are going to come back to you. YouTube's going to send you more viewers.
So when I was doing just storage units like a year and a half ago, I was the first one that went through Wade's Ventures course. And his
Yep.
course was actually really good. It had lots of good information and I learned a lot. And one of the episodes was, if you're going to do storage units, you need to do a YouTube channel, maybe other social media, because people want to know what's in the storage unit, what's in the box.
Yeah.
And
What's in
like
the
Clay
box?
was talking about Justin Grimes, like he even told us that he can buy a storage unit because the views, the monetization will pay for that storage unit. So it gives you a big advantage.
Of course, man. My biggest video is 60,000 view. And my other big one was 50,000, but that wasn't monetized because I never knew how to monetize. That was my first video. And then my last video I did before I stopped doing it for 5 years was 60,000 views. That was monetized. I think I made like $900 off that. That was before they changed the monetization. But if you look at that now, that $900 I would have made off that video to the new algorithm would have made me like $3,000.
Nice.
Because they changed algorithms. They give you more money.
The last point and takeaway, because I got to go, but I like this conversation, is that, Val, we need to get monetized. And I think like with reselling, take a long-term approach. And I think if you do the voiceover, that may be an amazing video.
Well, my girlfriend...
Well, I've got to go because they're waiting on me.
That's fine.
Thanks everybody for coming out. We will do this more often. Everybody have a good night. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.